Welcome to Microsoft Technical Tutorials. Today we are going to see different ways of writing select statement in SQL Server. So I have connected to the instance SQL Express. I am using AdventureWorks 2012. Now we'll select the data inside the table. For example, database log is there. Just right click on top of the table, select top 1000 rows from here. So you will be able to see the 1000 records from this table. This is one of the way that you can write select statement. So there is another way, directly writing script select star from AdventureWorks 2012 dbo.database log. What I am doing, then I will execute this F5, so it will give you the data file. This is another way of doing it. So here I am using every time fully qualified name. So if I don't want to use fully qualified name, just I want to use this part of the query. So how we can do that? So now what I am doing is, instead of selecting all records from the table, I am selecting only 10 records from here. What will happen now? I am executing this. What it is saying is invalid object name, because the current context of this query is master database, but the table is available in AdventureWorks 2012 database. So in order to make this query work, you have to change the current database context to AdventureWorks 2012. Try to execute the same query now. You will be able to execute. So it is showing the records. So now I skip only one part of this three-part naming. So we will call this as three-part naming convention. In three-part naming convention, what we'll do is, first one is the database name, second one is the schema name, third one is the table name. So now if I want to skip the schema name, can I do that? So I'm just deleting it and then I'm executing this. What will happen? So it is giving the result to me. I'll try to execute one more query from here. So this is the table select top 10 star from this table. So I should not give the schema name because we want to try it out. I'm deleting this and then try to execute this query. What it will give, we will see. So what it is saying is invalid object name, because we have not given the schema name, and for each and every database default schema name will be DBO. If you are not giving any schema name, it will take as DBO as the schema name. That's the reason if you are executing this database log, it is giving, because the data schema name for this database log is DBO, whereas for this department schema name is human resources. That is the reason it is not able to execute. So at that time it is mandatory for us to give human resources as a schema name over here. Now we'll try to execute this query. It is executed because we have given the schema name. So what is this schema actually? So why we are using it? For example, if you want to create two tables with the same name inside the single database, because if you are creating two tables with the same name, SQL Server don't know how to identify those, so it will give error. In order to overcome that particular situation, you can create the schema. Under one schema, you can have different tables, and two tables with the same name you can have under different schemas, but not under the same schema, because if you are again creating the same tables under the same schema, it will not be able to identify. So if you want to have the same tables with the same name, you can have it under different schemas, because at that time it will be able to identify by using the schema, so it won't give any error. This is one of the way for you to write. So here everywhere I am using star. For example, if you want to select only few columns from the table, what you will do? So I am just trying this dbo dot error log. So in error log we have these different columns. I want to select only few columns, so these 4 to 5 columns. Can I do that? So I am just writing those columns over here, and then delete this comma. If you do this, just SF5, what it is saying is invalid column name from this. So what happened over here? Select event, schema name, and everything you have selected from database log, but the object name is error log we have given, but all these columns are available in our database log. Just database log over here and then try to execute. It will give you the data available in this table. And here also you can use top 5 or top 20 or top 100, whatever you want to use, you can use that. And then I am executing it again. And if you want to have, for example, this event, you want to rename it to some other name while displaying the result. So at that time you can use as keyword, as for example I am giving it as event name. What will happen at this time? So instead of event, while displaying, it will give as event name. So if you see over here, it gave the name as event name. In the same way, you can change each and everything wherever if you want to do. And without giving this as clause also you can do this. Because SQL Server will identify this is the alternative name for this. I am executing this. If I execute just see, you can see over here is event name. If you are not giving any names over here, then it will give whatever the name is available in the table. As I am executing this, if you see over here, it is given as event. Earlier we gave it as event name. At the time it is given as event name, whereas now we are giving it as event. So this is everything we are playing with the tables. Can't we write the select statement without any table? So try to write any query. For example, I am writing select. For example, I am selecting this event. Just copy it and then paste it. Will it work? So I'm executing this. It is saying invalid column name event. So what is happened? Event is available in some of the table. That's the reason it should be able to identify from where it has to paste that. So instead of providing the names which are available in some other table, just I am giving some value. Will it work for me? Just try to execute this. Then I'm executing this. Yes, select 1, 2, 3, it has given. And then after that, if you see over here, it is giving no column name because we did not give any column name to this. You want to give some column name to this by using as. We can give that. I'm giving this and then I'm executing. So for this column name will be sample. This is how we can write the select statement in different ways. So we have given without any table name and without giving any star, we are giving only few of the columns. Whatever you want to do, that operation you can do by using the select statement. So now we will see what will happen if I write the statement select 1 space 2. What it is giving? So it is giving incorrect syntax near 2. It is not considering 2 as the alias for this one. So in order to make it to consider 2 as alias to this, you have to make it as a character. At that time what will happen is it will take 2 as the column name, 1 as the value available in that select statement. So for 2 it is taking the value as 1. Instead of that you can give some characters also, because character it will accept as a column name. So now I am executing this select 1. So this is the A is the column name, 1 is the value under that. These are the different ways how you will write the select statement in SQL Server.